Dominate choke. Fuck my bro. I'm in the white, let me get it a purple.
We hitting legs today. Getting nice and warm. What I love doing, especially when we together, which is every day. But a lot of dynamic stretching, man. Dynamic warm up. Yeah. Get the blood flow. You know, and if you're not really familiar with the difference between static and dynamic, a static stretch, you know, you're just holding it in place. Like dynamic stretches is that same stretch in full range of motion. So right now I'm just warming up. We just warming up the hamstrings. Ooh, it's crazy because you literally get warm. Like my body literally starts.
Yeah, it started timing getting warm. Just I think that you gotta know like the different type of.
Especially if you in upstate New York, it's cold as shit. Like right now, it's cold as shit.
Facts, bro.
Where? What do you want to do?
We do high knees. I mean high knees.
So why are you using the band?
You know what's funny? I ain't even gonna cap. I ain't even gonna cap. But that's his head like, yeah, I wanna hear this shit. So, I know the importance of the band. You know, your adductors. I had never used the band. I got this from him.
Yeah, we started.
Explain the band. You explain that shit. I started using this with him though. I know that it's good though.
Yeah, I started using the band when we started playing, obviously football, like one by hip flexors, one by glutes. You just feel like when you get that blood, you start feeling more like, I feel like more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I feel more comfortable when I do it. Cause I can't just hop. Sometimes I hop in the squat and I'm like, fuck.
And especially to be fair and to be honest, I never had like any kind of hip problems. Like, I know a lot of older people, they like to get on the abductor machine, warm up their hips. Yeah. So this is really gonna warm up your hips too. Like a lot of tube walking and just walking out like this. So it definitely warms your glutes and whatnot, what you need, you know, especially if you're doing squats. But like I said, to be fair, I just started doing this.
How you feel like since you like?
Nah, I feel loose. And my whole posterior chain, but my hamstring is weak too, so. Yeah. But I feel good doing this. It definitely opens me up.
So like, you would want to keep your legs, keep that front leg locked out, squeezing that hip, squeezing that glute, and hip pointing forward. You'll start feeling that burn right in your front hip flexor right there. So try to force that toe straight out and keep it straight as you go and gather it together.
It's the money.
Oh yeah.
Sideways, get that glute activated.
Oh yeah, try to keep that leg straight. See, we got the stiff legs. Drive through your heels. If you drive with your foot forward, you're not really activating. If you drive with your heels, it's activating your ass right away.
Well, absolutely, yeah. I feel that right in the glute. All right, so look, we just went through the warm-up process. Used the band, got the hips warm, got the glutes warm. So first thing we're gonna start with is barbell back squats. I try to definitely squat at least one time a week. Again, all my splits, I do everything twice. So we're gonna start with the barbell back squat. Probably do 2 warm sets and go right to the working sets. Just like same thing with everything else. My working sets will probably be anywhere around 3 to 4 working sets. Jumping up, maybe squat, a little different. You know what I mean? We like to go up with the big wheels. No, I'm just kidding, but the squat, we'll jump it up gradually. Usually, like I said, when we train, we always do the pyramid scheme. We'll probably start off up to 10 reps, drop it down to 8, 6, and probably get like a heavy 3. You know, that's the way I like to train. I like to get a fairly heavy weight, work up to a fairly heavy weight, not a heavy one, not necessarily a PR, but a PR doesn't necessarily have to be like one heavy rep. It can be like a heavy 3 to 4. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna load it up, start off with the bar, get warm on the bar, and we're gonna go from there. So I did my 2 warm sets. Again, I've been squatting and working out for a while, so I know what my body's used to. So I always go up, my first working set, I always start around 315. Depending on what I'm doing. So I did 135, we did 225. So now I'm gonna get into my first working set. I'm going to 315 and hit that for about anywhere 6 to 8 reps. But again, like I said, when I like to move up, I know my body's comfortable with. So I know I can float around 135, float around 225, and then my first effective working set is around 315, again, depending on what I'm doing. So I like to start around 315, hit 6 to 8, and then we go from there.
Yep.
So I'm going into my second set. One thing I want to explain about this is you do not need a belt. Now again, it depends on where your fitness level is. Your core is naturally your belt, right? Not getting into science, but the belt is if you're not familiar with bracing your core, having your chest up right. So I can comfortably squat 315 plus beltless because my form is really good, my biomechanics is really good, and I understand that. So going into my second set, I got 6 the first time, I'm gonna float around that rep range. So I'm going into my third set. So what I did, 20 pounds on from 315. So I'm going to 335. Third working set, I'm gonna hit 4. Feeling good, not feeling crazy. So I'm gonna hit this bad boy anywhere between 3 to 5 reps. Remember, no belt, baby. Get it up. No, again, when I say no belt, that don't mean be stupid. Like I said, know your body, know your weight, be smart. It ain't rocket science, silly.
Let's go, baby. Lightweight.
This right here, this is what it called for. Now this ain't nothing, right? Everybody can squat 4 or 5, but it's the energy, man. I try to hit my max. Like I said in the beginning of the video, rewind this shit. I try to hit my 1 to 3 rep max at least every single time. My body, that's my mindset. My body gotta feel that shit. I gotta feel it. In my mind, that's the only way I'm gonna get stronger toward my goals. So I'm gonna get under this, I'm gonna hit this shit. Let's do it. We in Powerhouse, man. We call this the dungeon. Me and my cousin in here, we just slugging it out. So we started with 135, 225, 315, 335, 405. So now, I think this is our last working set, but it's funny because I used to watch videos all the time of like CT, Mike Rashid, and literally what you gotta do, I'm not gonna throw the overtraining at you, you know what I mean? But you gotta overtrain it, then you gotta have somebody that's gonna wanna work with you. Yeah. If you with people who don't want it like you want it, you gotta get them motherfuckers the broom, man. You just do what you gotta do. And like I said, work-wise, you just hammer it, go up till you can't no more. And then maybe we'll pyramid it, but like I said, you gotta shock that body, man. Overtrain your shit, whether you benching, squatting, etc., etc. Go up, bring that bitch back down, but that's the only way you gonna get stronger. That's the only way you gonna grow. Get out your comfort zone, push that fucking weight. Let's get to it. This exercise that we're going into is the hex bar deadlift. I like mixing this in because me personally, I don't conventional deadlift. I never really liked it. So just so I'm getting the same kind of movement in, the same exercise, the hex bar deadlift is a very good variation. Really focusing on the legs, focusing on the back too. So this is an exercise I gotta throw in there at least once a week. I think it's a very good overall powerful exercise to build strong legs. So, me getting into my third set, it's really important that you keep the same mechanics. You know, the hip hinge, and also when I'm coming down, I'm grabbing down here because it's a little bit more secure. And I can still fire through my heels and drive through my hips.
Yes, sir. It's a little deeper. That's about it.
Oops.
Get better, baby.
Woo! Oh yeah, that shit's real. We're going into, what is it, third set, I think? Third set, fourth set. Same thing, slowly build up. But what's really, really important about the hex bar deadlift is you want to keep the same mechanics. Even though it's not the conventional deadlift, I'm keeping my hips low and I'm still hip hinging. I'm gonna do a video on the hip hinge later, but I'm still hip hinging. I'm starting down here, I'm coming up, I'm following through with the hips, keeping that back nice and straight.
Go, lightweight.
Move that shit up, bro. Move that shit up. Drop to the earth. Drop to the earth, come on. You got it, yep,
All right, so I just went up. So we're doing all the working sets. I'm tired of shit. So now we're gonna go down. Again, everything I do is pyramid-based training. So I went up to 4 plates, and I'm gonna work my way down and do a drop set. So now I'm at 3 plates. I'm just banging these babies out. Exercise. This is something I'm fairly new on, but I'm really working on it. So we're gonna do some rear leg elevated squats. Then we're gonna superset this with RDLs. This shit right here really burns your legs. So my third set, basically what we just did, we're just doing a superset just to finish up the legs, keep that burner going on. So the split squat, man, real quick, doing a lot of unilateral work is so beneficial. It gets you stronger, and just as humans, our right side or our left side is always stronger and you compensate. So that helps you get stronger as well, helps with your balance, so many benefits. So I did 3 working sets of their elevated split squats right into the RDLs, and that's something that I lack in. I'm always trying to throw in something that I'm not that good in just to get me better. So 3 sets of the elevated split squat, literally right into the RDLs. Oh shit. I hate doing it, but somebody gotta open the door. Do what you're not good at. Finish the workout. Best part of the workout, if you don't have any kind of post-workout routine, you gotta get one. So I've been taking this post-workout stack from, I'm out of breath, but I've been taking this post-workout stack from First Form, and it's literally, it helps my body recover. And one of the biggest reasons, because of this bad boy, the Magic, the Ignition is gonna restore my glycogen levels. Basically, it's carbohydrates. You need something that's gonna help you recover and help you grow those muscles. Post-workout stack. All right, so guys, look, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up this video, keep killing it.